So we have all of my BitBoy names back. And also, we're adding a new thing, BitBoy's Crypto Banter. So I'm super excited about that. Let's start talking here about the Solana meme coins. Look, you guys know that a while back, I told you guys that I became the Sultan of Solana. Now look, I know you guys have seen the movie Aladdin. It's the only thing that kind of looks like a sultan that I know is what Aladdin transforms into after he speaks to the genie, okay? But the point here is that the sultan is twofold, okay? The sultan is out there stealing bread from the streets to feed his family. And that's you guys, the Solana soldiers. He's a little laid back, you know, he's down there, he's doing his thing. But we also have, as you guys know, a little later, the Sultan, he's very distinguished. He's a leader among men. So that is why I'm the leader among men of the Solana soldiers. Now, guys, I really wish we could go back to last year. I preached and preached and preached this to you guys. I had a video where I said, all the money in this bull run is going to be made in the Solana ecosystem, or at least a lot of it. And I've been telling you guys this since, I believe, November or October of last year. The reason is I had to come to a place where I realized I was wrong about Solana. I was absolutely wrong about everything that I thought. I thought that Sam was too big of a problem here. I thought Sam was going to bring the project back because it was too much of the money that was tied to him that was pumping it. But guys, that wasn't true at all. Actually, Solana came through in the clutch and absolutely crushed it. And that's why I reversed that opinion 100%. Someone says crypto banner won't be happy. That is not true. This is a very happy segment. We're going to start every day with the big story, which is what we're talking about right now, which is the Solana meme coin environment. Like I said, we started with Murrow. We've been talking about WIF. We've been talking about Bonk. Move out past the meme coins. We've been talking about Pith Network on Solana. Guys, the meme coins are not the only place that is going to run for Solana. There are going to be other niches. Guys, Pith Network, watch it. Helium, watch it. There are plenty of other projects. What's another good Solana project I missed? Bohm. Bohm. Yeah, Bohm's a good one. Radium, I think we decided isn't too great. We don't really like Radium that much. I got out of my Radium and I got into Slurf. I think Slurf, with this unique situation that happened, and guys, the more we move into the Solana ecosystem explosion of the meme coins, the more we're gonna see just absolutely insane things happen like this. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Appreciate that. Thought we were about to get a weather forecast. It's raining memes. It's raining memes. Hallelujah, it's raining memes. Guys, a great song, guys. Somebody needs to make that. Hive Mapper, that's one I own. Hive Mapper, I think I got about $600. Marinade Finance, another good one. Swift Slurf with Hat. Is that the one y'all have been talking about? Yeah, you wish you would have gotten into more? Definitely, absolutely. I think we all wish we would have gotten into more. And I don't think we've seen the end of this. I think that we're gonna see more Solana meme coins pop up this week. I think this week will be probably the top of the creation of these meme coins. Probably in the following 2 weeks, as we head closer to the halving, this will all pull back. I believe we're gonna see that. I don't think we're gonna pump through the halving. I'm looking for the end of this month to be when we probably have some stuff that starts moving back to earth. Could be a week before the halving. Traditionally, we saw it on the halving, the day before halving, and now we saw it a few days before the halving. That's why I think we'll see it maybe 1 to 2 weeks before the halving. So other things to talk about here. Moving into BitBoy Quick Takes. I want to talk about some of the stories that we covered in headlines. One I want to talk about here is this idea from Standard Chartered that Bitcoin is going to go to $250,000. This reminds me of the Guggenheim Partners former CEO, or whatever he was there, Scott Minerd. Guys, if you're coming back to crypto and you've been in the bear market, or you weren't here, you left, come on. You turncoat. This is when you traders become traders. We hate it when you leave, but we were here the whole time. We were here the whole time. Different channel, but we were here the whole time during the bear market. And the fact is, guys, people get absolutely wrecked when these things start falling apart and they leave. Well, if you remember last time, Scott Minerd from Guggenheim Partners kept pumping this. Bitcoin's going to $150,000, $700,000. When the banks and the VCs start telling you these crazy numbers, you need to have pause. No pun intended. You need, it's Solana, it's not a really related joke, but anytime you say pause, you think it's Solana for some reason. But the fact is that these banks, they like to use you as exit liquidity in short spurts. It's not at the end of the run only. They're gonna mania you until you're ready to get wrecked. And a lot of you guys got wrecked before. Don't get wrecked this time, guys. So that was definitely something. The Reddit's moon story is kind of interesting as well. I think we'll cover that here in a little bit. But I want to talk about SBF here, guys. SBF going to prison. And this is kind of going, you know, I think Cassie and I may go maybe, considering it, going the day of the sentencing. And I think that when you look at my history of Sam Bankman-Fried, which by the way, don't forget to check out Catching Up to FTX. You can get it on Amazon. It's my story of chasing SBF down and the true story of everything that went on while we were down there and how we actually did affect and impact things there. And now we're moving towards the sentencing. And I remember when someone said he's getting minimum 30 years, right? Well, thought, I've said 10 to 20 the whole time. And look, there were billions of dollars that were lost. But look, 30 years is rough. 40 to 50 years? Guys, he's dying in prison. Probably at 50 years, he's dying in prison. What else does he have to live for? And look, for me as a person, I've been through a lot. There are certainly some people out there that I would have zero compassion for. Zero compassion for. But I feel like on some level, Sam was used by his parents. And 50 years is too much, I think. That's my personal opinion. I know a lot of you guys lost money. We've all lost money in crypto. I think 10 to 20 years is fair. Maybe closer to 20. I get it. I mean, people told me when I said 10 to 20 years, I was crazy, wouldn't do a year. Here we are, guys. And I think that there's nothing we can do. It started, the process has started. He's gonna get what he's gonna get, and the judge is gonna give him what the judge gives him. But at the end of the day, I would like to see a lighter sentence on him just so he doesn't die in prison. He has some years left. Maybe he can make amends. I like change stories, guys. I like redemption stories. I don't think Sam is too far gone to be saved over time. And so there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about ADA here, guys, because there's a lot going on with ADA. There's a lot going on with Cardano, guys. I want to go a little more in depth with it because I think that this is something that merits attention. Usually when I'm going through crypto panic, okay, usually there's a lot of ADA stories. There's Cardano stories. There's usually like 2 or 3 maybe. And they're always in the hot section because the Cardano community, the ADA gang, if you will, they're absolutely fantastic and they support their project and they're always talking. But it seems like right now, there's a higher proportion than normal of these stories right now when it comes to ADA and Cardano. And I've seen this before, guys. I've seen this many times, okay? I've seen this where when Cardano starts getting this public notoriety, I can't tell you if it is Charles Hoskinson doing it. I can't tell you if there's a reason for it. I can't tell you why this works. But I can tell you that when this occurs, and we see these stories for Cardano, that it usually means there is a very big move coming. I can't tell you it's coordinated for sure, but let's start looking at some of these stories here. We're going to now start with this story here. Cardano achieves historic milestone with fiat backed stablecoin. And this is something to look at here, guys, with Cardano, because the USDM token will be the first of its kind of Cardano. Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of stablecoins with crypto and with Cardano. So let's start with crypto. USDT, Tether. Started by Phemex, right? Basically the company behind Phemex, created the Omni blockchain, created Tether, created this idea of a pegged stablecoin to $1. But what happens is that over time, we start getting all these competitors and all these different chains and these versions of these coins on different chains, like USDT on Tron is the #1 most used because the fees are the cheapest and it's the fastest. And we started having these pop up everywhere. You started to realize that these chains needed their own stable coins in order to really thrive in a trading environment. And if you're not having a trading environment, you're not going to get volume to your coin and people aren't going to be interested in it. So the point here is Cardano has been accused of struggling as a DeFi ecosystem because it doesn't have that stable coin. Well, we do have a stablecoin protocol on Cardano. It is called the JED. Now, what separates the JED from other stablecoins is the JED is a protocol. It's not actually a stablecoin itself, meaning that people could make their own versions of it. And I'm not a coder and I'm not a stablecoin creator, so I can't tell you exactly how all that works. But I know that's what Charles Hoskinson explained to me in an interview. The JED was different. Well, maybe different, but we see the Cardano a lot of times, and Charles himself, sometimes they almost overthink and make things a little bit too complicated. So Cardano has been missing this big stablecoin. Well, the JED didn't really take off to get liquidity on the DeFi chain or on DeFi for ADA like people thought it would, but now we have the USDM token. And is this going to be the key? Cardano Layer 1 smart contract that aims to provide security, scalability, and sustainability to dApps has achieved a historic milestone with Mehen's USDM. It is Mehen Finance, one-to-one convertible to dollars, so it is pegged now. So we have USDM on Cardano. Guys, this could change everything for Cardano and DeFi. So let's check out, there's another story here. Now we have this, guys, Hydra. This is another big thing. This is not an Avengers thing. I think Hydra is some kind of Avengers nerd thing. I don't even know what it is. I think they're bad guys or something. If I know that much, I'm ashamed. Charles Hoskinson addresses rumors confirming Hydra's development. So what is Hydra? It's a cornerstone in Cardano's strategy to enhance its blockchain efficiency. It operates through off-chain transactions, kind of like a layer 2 in a sense, allowing for multiple transactions concurrently. Hydra is basically the layer 2 upgrade in a sense. I don't think Charles would call it that, but that's basically what it is. So when you're able to have even more transactions, even faster, you're not just doing it faster for the sake of speed, it's about making the blockchain efficient. And that is what Charles has always cared about more than anything else. So now let's get a little bit here. We have another story here about the stablecoin. We're going to skip over that one and we are going to get back over here and we are going to talk about a $5 ADA because I know that is what you guys care about. You only care about the price. The ADA gang only cares about the price. Cardano community, you guys care about the tech and we like that about you. Can Cardano ADA price reach $5? Popular analyst shares price predictions. Ali Martinez, a guy they love to quote with all these prices, says he expects it to consolidate between 55 and 80 cents. And if this trend continues, there may be a rise to $1.70. Then he expects a journey towards $5 to begin. He says there's a much higher level to record. We'll see what happens. For the price to rise of $5, the value must jump of the market cap to 170 billion. We're talking about a potential $1 trillion for Solana, okay? At the time of this writing, ADA's price is trading at 66.84 cents. I don't know what it is right now. That's not what's important. What is important is we do expect explosive movement. Do I expect Cardano to go to $5 very soon? No. Do I expect Cardano to reach an all-time high before the halving? No. Do I expect Cardano to go above $2 before the halving? Very high potential, $1.50 to $2. He says $1.70. I think we can see that $1.70 in the short term for Cardano. So hope you guys really enjoyed crypto banter. One more story for you guys I did want to cover is the Indonesian story. And this is a Bitcoin related story because Bitcoin obviously is all about crypto adoption. Indonesia now has 19 million registered crypto users over the last month. That's not a new number, that's a total number. It's a higher number, they hit an all-time high. Indonesia, back in the early days of crypto, 2017, Pundi X, ICO, it exploded. We thought maybe it was going to go to $1, or I can't remember, maybe it was a penny, whatever it was. And then they made a fatal flaw and they made a big change to their supply without telling everybody, and it kind of died, right? But I did a lot of research about Indonesia at the time, and there is a lot of crypto adoption that could take place in a place like Indonesia. You've got tons of people and not a lot of space. You need things to happen quickly, and you need things to happen automated. Right? That's what smart machines and Wi-Fi is built for, right? Blockchain, governing those things, being able to make use of extra resources is definitely something that I believe will be a big part in the future. And I think places like Indonesia, Jakarta specifically, plenty of others in the Asian Pacific region. And look, let's brass tacks. There is a reason why I said earlier that this region likes to gamble. Some of the largest casinos in the world are over there. The numbers that fly around in the Chinese casinos are absolutely insane. The whales, the numbers that these people are betting in Macau is absolutely insane. There is a large, it makes sense, guys. Anytime you have a lot of people packed into a small place, it's a rat race and everybody's trying to get the big win to get out. So it makes perfect sense. Places like Indonesia, great places for crypto adoption to blow up.